Gaming on a Mac Mini, and this is my first video where I am going to go through my entire PlayStation 1 and PSP library, which is really not that many games, and see how they work on a Mac Mini. The Mac Mini I'm using is a Mac Mini 2011 i7 2.7 gigahertz version. It was limited edition because you can only get it online. It was a custom order. And originally, I had it with 4GB, and I tested all of this with 4GB, and every like 20 or 30 minutes, I would occasionally get lag with the 4GB version of RAM. And then I upgraded on OWC to 8 GB of RAM, and I almost get no stutter ever. It's just like a regular PlayStation. The first game I'm going to test out with you is Brave Fencer Musashi. I got this at Meyer back in 1998. I believe that's when it came out. And I was so excited because I played all the demos. Let's see how the Mac Mini 2011 handles this game. Because I've not tested most of these. And I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller connected to my Mac Mini. And this has a lot of sprites, a lot of vectors. And this slowdown is natural. It happens on the PlayStation 1 as well when I play it on there too. But it's always convenient to me to have a wireless controller so I can fully experience this in all of its glory. And I'm getting no slowdown with all this action going on screen. Literally no slowdown at all. And you can see how much action's going on. There's like 5 or 6 or 7. And particles falling and flames. And let's see how it handles it when there's even more going on. And on the PlayStation 1, when you would actually absorb an enemy, most of the time it would lag your game. It would be really hard on it. But that didn't lag at all. So I'm very impressed by that.
Negative with darkness. Does it mean to put out that flame?
And the music is not stuttering at all.
Hey, I know. If that bell drops onto the flame, it'll go out.
You can use that to stop him and just run past him. I want to see how it handles all of this going on at once. This is a very intensive game. Cutscenes playing. The music's not stuttering at all. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm using a shotgun microphone, so it's probably muffled, or you probably can't hear it at all. But it's not muffling one bit. I'm going to try and turn it up. And there's another part coming up that is very intensive as well. This is on OpenEmu, which if you have legal game backups, it'll let you play it. If you don't have legal game backups, you're not allowed to play them. It's multi-system, but like I said, I only use it for the games I actually have.
Whoa, it's so high up here. What? Don't have time to be scared. Finally, Lumina, you're mine.
Now, as you can tell, there's a lot going on. There's going to be more enemies popping up. And usually on emulators like this, you'll get some slowdown. But no, there's no slowdown at all. Look at this. Look at all these enemies. This game runs perfectly on the Mac and OpenEmu if you have the proper equipment. Now, I don't know if it'll play on 2 gigabytes or 1 gigabyte of RAM on the older Mac Minis. But on this one, at 4 and 8 GB RAM, it works perfectly fine with a 7,200 RPM miniature hard drive. Now, there's going to be another really system-intensive moment coming up as soon as I get this. As soon as I get the sword. And then after that, if I don't actually beat that, because it's kind of... There, now you're getting the PlayStation 1 lag, which is natural. Gotta turn the audio down. I forgot that copyrighted music. Hopefully, they won't be able to claim this because it's a review. It's a good game. Not a lot of people know about it. Not a lot of people remember the demos. There were a lot of demos of this game. One of Twin Peak Mountains with the river, and there was another one where you were in the middle part of the game with the vampires in the basement. with the bowling ball tongues. Here we go. Can it handle this? I remember on my old Windows XP system, had a lot of trouble playing it from my disc and from my ripped ISO on this part. And that thing had 2 gigabytes of RAM. But the Mac is doing immaculate, if you will. No lag at all. So proud of it. Look at all the action going on. Just look at it. And with OpenEmu, you can't change the settings. You can't change the resolution or the video or anything. It's meant to look exactly as if it was being played on whatever console you're legally emulating. But yes, this game is very, very rare. It did not sell well, and it sucks because it's a great game. It used to be my absolute favorite game. And it handled it perfectly. So if you're going to buy a Mac Mini to play Brave Fencer Musashi Den on, and you have, 4GB or 8GB, I don't know how it works on i5, probably the same, I don't know. I got an i7. This is perfect for you.